crusty fourplex. It's Random Rants with Pauly Shore.
Nice.
Sam dance too. Sam like this. Yeah, there you go. Hey Charlie, I'm coming at you. Hey Charlie, what do you wanna do? Hey Charlie, don't frown now. Hey Charlie, turn around. Cut the music, cut the music. What's up you guys? Cut it. What's up you guys? Welcome to Pauly Shore's Random Rants video podcast. It's also audio. It's when I just fucking randomly rant on different shit that's inside my fucked up mind. Bill, where can people visually, audioly, and check this shit outy?
Oh, we're on YouTube, on All Things Comedy Channel, on Spotify, and on your website. All over the place.
Wow, gives us a round of applause. It was pretty wild because I had been in Maui for so fucking long, and then I came here, and then I was in the All Things Comedy studio, and it was pretty cool. It was what it was. But nothing is like the what, Bill?
Nothing like the fourplex.
Fucking fourplex! Everybody give music! Music! Play music! Music! Go! Play something! Fuck, louder, louder, louder. Okay, cut it. Cut the music. Cut the music. I'm really excited about my guest. He's awesome. Been a big fan of his for a super long time. I know you people at home that are fan of the old MTV era are gonna like me and this gentleman being side by side. Your fucking cocks might even get super what, Bill?
Hard.
Because of why?
The presence of these greats.
Yeah, these fucking two fucking knuckleheads, dude. These guys are probably the two biggest fucking knuckleheads in the face of the earth. Give a little intro, Bill. People want to hear you fucking speak. Go.
All right. Born in Wimbledon, England.
Yes.
You know him from the Jackass TV shows.
Wait, people are coming right now. Keep going. They're orgasming. Go on.
I'll prolong it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve-O! Steve-O! Whoa, that was really quick, dude. You gotta enjoy it more. You can't just fucking run. That was dude, he just like came in his pants, dude. Enjoy it. Let me see you fucking dance. There you go. Now we're talking. Now we're fucking talking. Yeah. There's no fucking dude. There's no what here, Bill. There's no judging.
Man.
This is what? Freedom.
Freedom.
It's like the David Koresh camp.
Right.
What do you think?
I think we nailed it.
He's being very resistant. Cut. Bill, he's being what?
He's being wild, man.
No, he's not. Fuck, he's not being wild, ass. He's being what? Resistant.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay. Ah!
Music a little bit more. I just want to see him move.
All right.
Okay, he doesn't want to do it. Shit, this is gonna be weird. Okay, cut the music. Cut the music. I'm just kidding. Oh my God. Did you ever see this podcast?
I'm not.
Now he's like, fuck, I need to call my manager to get me the fuck out of here. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is Steve-O. Steve-O, say what's up.
Yeah, dudes. Hello.
So when I was texting with you,
Yeah.
you thought it was someone else. It was just can you tell them, we're just straight away, tell them what happened a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I just saw a text from a number that was not saved in my phone, and it said, will you do my podcast? No indication as to who it came from, and just, will you do my podcast? And I just thought, oh, God.
Right.
Like that.
Like you got sick to your stomach because it was a random, right? How many people do podcasts, right?
I mean, dude, I understand that 700,000 people do podcasts around the world.
Yeah.
It's every asshole and their mother has a podcast. So typically it's just the most annoying question ever. Will you do my podcast? But then you said, oh, here's a link to it. I clicked the link. I'm like, oh, no way, Pauly Shore, man. Sure, dude, I'll do your podcast, bro.
And now you're here, and then you're like, fuck, I wish I would have. Now he's here. He wish he would have fucking spatched me, bro, right? Sam, you know this guy. He's your friend.
Oh, of course.
I didn't say you. I said Sam. Give him the fucking mic.
Hi, yeah.
This is one of your best friends.
This is one of my best friends. One of my 3 best friends.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Guaranteed.
Absolutely one of my best fucking friends in the whole
You
world.
said that Sam is on speed dial on your phone.
Fucking love this
Absolutely
guy.
on speed dial. I love him so much. And I'm not particularly turned off or disinterested in your podcast setup. I think that the format seems great. I think the whole thing. Here's the thing.
Okay, sorry.
I over the last few days had the most unfortunate zit.
See, now we're starting to feel this. Keep
Right.
on going. Now I'm
So,
excited.
Get
I
off
like
the
this.
close-ups. No close-ups.
Wait, look straight away at the camera. Go on.
I just got to be a little vulnerable here because I feel a little vulnerable.
I like that. Well,
Just a
we're-
fucking dumb little zit and fucking, you know.
yeah.
You never want something like that on your fucking lip.
Yeah. Oh shit, it's on your lip. Fuck.
Speaking of lips,
I thought it was on your chin. Shit, he got the herpes.
speaking
I
of lips,
did.
what's your podcast?
Yeah, Wild Lips, right? Your
Yeah,
pod-
my podcast is called Wild Ride with Steve-O.
Yeah, and maybe someday I could be possibly a guest on your thing,
Yeah,
right?
I'm sure. Maybe someday, possibly, you could be a guest on
That's
there.
cool. All right, well, give us a round of applause.
All right.
So Sam Macaroni is the director of a new film that I'm in and this gentleman's in. It's called Guest House, and we'll
Guest
talk
House.
about that later on.
It's fantastic, man. And
Cool.
he's on speed dial. He's one of my best friends.
Yeah.
I would say my 3 best friends.
Awesome, yeah.
Scott, Sam, and Tommy.
Yeah, so that's cool. So Steve-O,
Yeah.
here, let's just kind of do a 2-shot here.
Okay, 2-shot
Yeah,
here.
all you MTVites out there that grew up with me and this gentleman on MTV are probably very excited right now because you would never think or never see. I never been with this guy before because you started doing stand-up comedy in the last
Right.
couple 5-6 years.
It's been 10 years.
Oh, 10 years.
Yeah, I've been going for 10 years consistently, and we hit all the same spots.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we hear all the stories about each other.
Uh-huh.
I understand that you've been a rather prolific coxman on the comedy circuit.
Whoa, we'll talk about later. That's not really good. All right. Yeah, I think we should maybe do a little jingle. No. We don't need your jingle. Sit down. We don't want your jingle. No. So anyway, but you were doing the clown stuff. We'll get into that.
Sure.
The clown school, and you developed into the stand-up stuff. So here's a really simple question. It might be a really stupid question, but I'm just going to ask a very simple question. How did you come up with Steve-O, and what's your real name?
My real name is Steven, spelt with a PH. Last name Glover, Glover. And Steve-O came about from keg parties at the University of Miami, just being wildly drunk and doing crazy stuff, and people were drunk and they'd yell Steve-O. It was just all this drunkenness, and then I decided to stick with it. When I was performing,
Dave, you're straight away to this camera the whole time, right? That's right. Okay, just stay there. Could go on. I apologize. Sorry.
All
We
good.
sometimes direct in the middle of the podcast.
it's good.
Sorry.
Yeah, so I did this talent show for a radio station, and there were 700 people in the audience. It was a sold-out theater. I was billed as Steve-O, the alcoholic gymnast.
Oh, wow.
And I shotgunned like 9 or 10 beers. And as I shotgunned more beers, the crowd was more just going crazy for me, and they started chanting Steve-O, Steve-O. And when I heard that, I thought nobody would ever chant Steve. So I committed. That was when I decided to really stick with Steve-O, and it served me very well because having an easy to remember, goofy, one name, I wasn't so sure about it. But in hindsight, it was genius. Because look at the guys who are most memorable, who have the most name recognition from Jackass. You got Bam, that's a short, silly, goofy name, Bam. Everybody remembers Bam.
Yeah,
You got Wee Man. Everybody remembers Wee Man.
Yeah.
Johnny Knoxville's a stupid sounding name.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
remembers him.
Yeah.
The guys you cannot remember are the guys who use the name on their driver's license.
Right.
Like Aaron McGeehee,
Right.
Dave England,
So this is good. So it's Steve Dasho.
Steve Hypheno, yeah,
Hypheno.
Dasho.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So before we get into our kind of our lineage from MTV, when we'll go back there because I'm sure people are going to want to hear our stories about that
Sure.
experience. I want to ask you. I was just thinking about how crazy the world is now.
Right.
You know, I live in Los Angeles.
Temporarily.
Well, we'll talk about that later. We haven't announced it yet.
Okay.
We'll talk about
All
that
right.
later. So, but I walk around, I drive around, and it feels like fucking Chernobyl here. The
Right,
feeling
okay.
that I get, it feels like there's been a bomb. What were you looking at?
Sorry, I just
You
had
had to get out of here?
No, I don't have to get out of
Shit,
here.
dude, that was the quickest fucking episode we've ever done. That's not
Yeah.
That's not what, Bill.
That's not cool, man.
That's not cool,
No, no.
That's
dude.
not cool, dude.
Hey, don't you
Lock
worry
the door,
about it.
Sam. Tell him he has to. It's from Lionsgate. He's part of this. Is part of the publicity.
Don't
there's
you
a publicity
worry about one damn thing, Pauly
sorry.
Shore. I got one of these watches that alerts me to important information, but it's nothing urgent. I don't have to leave.
Okay. So shit. Bill, what was I talking about?
About what's going on in the world.
Yeah,
It's
what's
goddamn
going-
Chernobyl
Yeah,
around
so it's
here.
like it's very scary for me, you know, to drive around in my hometown that I was born and raised in. Drive by the Comedy Store,
Right.
You know, my club that
Right.
I've been there since I was a little kid. Drive by, you know, any stores that's boarded up, and it seems like it's not getting better. And then obviously there's the riots and the you know looting and the Black Lives Matter, and it's just like all this stuff. And it is a good thing that this is happening, but it's also scary and all this stuff. So what's your take on what's going on in the world, just as Steve-O's kind of take and how crazy stuff is? Here, now we kind of go to this section.
Okay. I think that
Your version, yeah.
I mean, I'm in support of all of the civil rights
Yeah.
protesting going on. I think it's called for. You know, I think it's very, very called for. I'm a fan of civil rights. So, you know, with that said, it's a turbulent time, man. You know, I mean, let's take before the, you know, the rioting and the
COVID
looting. No, before the COVID on its own. Before we get to the unrest, it's fundamentally the economy of the world, but particularly the United States, is unstable. You know, it's unstable. Like fundamentally, with all of the debt, all of the, you know, printing of money, that, you know, like all this crazy stuff. I think that it's been a flawed economic infrastructure, which it was inevitable it was going to collapse at some point in time. You know, it's not sustainable. The United States government it spends just what it can to pay the interest on its debt, only the interest on it, and I think it borrows money to pay off the interest. So we've got like an Argentina situation, you know, coming down the pike, and it certainly didn't help that this COVID you know, pandemic, all of a sudden it's got, they just paid out $3 trillion to try to keep individuals and businesses afloat. You can't print that kind of money and expect that it's gonna help. I also think that all of this stimulus, the government's reacted to COVID with, I don't know that it's really going to help a lot. It feels a lot like a drop in the bucket. You know, the average person gets what? A check for $1,200, and you got to wonder how long is that really gonna keep them afloat? You know, so we're like, I just.
So
think,
what's your feeling? Because I know we were texting each other,
Right.
And I told you like I'm going out to do Oklahoma,
right?
okay?
Yeah.
And you said, what's the capacity?
Right.
And I said, it's, you know, I found out once I got there, it was 100% capacity. So
Right.
it was sold out. It felt like...
Which felt really
It felt
good.
4 months ago. It felt like 4 months ago. So
Right.
for you said you didn't want to go out unless it was a full capacity.
Right.
And you're not comfortable? Is it...
I didn't want to go out unless it was full capacity. And now I think that I have to kind of revise that stance based on the crazy spike in numbers that we're seeing with coronavirus. I think that we got to really rethink, was it a good idea to start opening everything back up again, you know? Now, I was just in New Mexico last week interacting with a lot of people, and I got caught quite a bit of flack from my loved ones for being in such proximity to so many people. So as soon as I got home, I got a COVID test, and I tested negative, so I'm clean, and I feel pretty good about that. But with that said, I would have real reservations about going into the Oklahoma Comedy Club at 100% capacity, given that Oklahoma specifically is one of the 8 states that has an over 50% increase in surge of spiked cases. Over 50% more than they're reaching new records.
And then what about the Trump rally? That went
the
down
Trump
too.
rally, that
it didn't really go so hot for him.
It didn't go so hot for him at all.
I heard the TikTokers. What did they?
I didn't like that, man.
Did you hear about that shit?
I did. I heard about the TikTokers.
Bill, did you hear about the TikTokers or no?
Oh yeah, I did.
What did
hear
they
that.
say?
They had a concerted effort to try to reserve seats, to confirm the reservations, to guarantee that the seats they were reserving would be empty at the time. I think that that's a terrible narrative because it gives Trump an excuse as to why all of these seats were empty, because he was this malicious, concerted effort to undermine him. Whereas if there was not that narrative, the simple fact would be that the seats were fucking empty because nobody cared.
Exactly, and that's my feeling, you guys. My feeling is that I can't the camera. No, we're going attention. Soldier march. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. No, my feeling, because I've been doing stand-up all over America for probably about 30 years. I'm very connected to the middle of the country.
And you're your own agent too, huh? It's pretty impressive, the stuff that I've heard about how you do your own.
We'll talk.
Booking.
But let me just finish my point. Yeah. Sorry, I touched you. Sorry,
you're not commissioning shit, right? It's all yours.
Pretty
the whole
much,
pie.
yeah. Pretty much, yeah. We'll talk about it. I'll just give you the club owners thing. Yeah. It's good. It's good that way because I've been doing this for a long time, and I feel what a Trump supporter is. Okay, when I'm out there, I feel like, whoa, what's a Trump supporter? And here's my feeling that I got recently through being in Oklahoma, which is a Trump state, and through kind of watching, that experience. My feeling is that Trump is like a shiny toy, and my feeling is that it's not going to sustain itself for the next, when it comes in November. My feeling is that the Trump supporters like, man, he's I'm not really feeling him anymore. I'm kind of over that shit. And I'm not saying that they're for Biden, but I just feel like almost like a trend. Almost like totally Pauly, and I don't want to say jackass, but my point is there was a time where we were really hot and then we weren't hot. Does that make sense? Like just our stock?
I mean,
but you know what I'm saying. It's like we're not on MTV. You're on MTV.
I wouldn't compare us to the political landscape of the Trump campaign, but
no, I'm talking about being popular or not being popular. My point is that I truly feel that the Trump supporters don't feel he's that cool anymore. Like it's kind of like, I don't want to say the word tired, but it's just kind of like. It's an old kind of an old
I wish I could agree with that.
That's my feeling.
I wish I could agree with that.
That's a feeling I get. I might be wrong, but that's a feeling I get.
I think that the support for Trump was motivated largely, if not entirely, by voting against the establishment. It was just like, we're so sick of the status quo, the rich getting richer, the poor getting poorer, politicians just not caring about us, and screw the politicians, screw the way it's always been, we're just voting for against the system. And then along came Trump, and he was, I think, not what people thought they were voting for, but what's odd and alarming is that it seems that people who support him just they're really stubborn. They're sticking with him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get into the whole political thing so much. But what I want to get into is back to my first rant and my first question is, forget your observation of what's going on there. I want to know how you feel about what's going on there. How does it make you feel? Are you married? Do you have kids? Do you have brothers, sisters? You're right straight ahead, right here.
I'm engaged to be married. Okay. No kids. Not going to have kids because I got a vasectomy. And
what does that mean?
It's where they sever the tube, which distributes the sperm from your balls to your wiener.
How do they dissever it?
They cut it.
They cut it.
Yeah, they cut it. Yeah, it's
Just
called
straight up.
It's called the vas deferens. There's one that comes out of each ball, and they both feed sperm from the balls to the wiener. And so a vasectomy is to cut those, and so no sperm's coming out.
And did this happen from one of your stunts on
I did.
Jackass?
Well, I made a
is
stunt
that-
out of it. I made
No,
it,
but did you get fucked up? Did you
No,
did you jump off a bridge and you got your dick got hooked on a fucking something and you go, oh shit, I have to get a vasectomy now?
No, I scheduled the vasectomy because I didn't want to have kids, and around the vasectomy, I also shot a big bit called the Vasectomy Olympics, where,
Oh my god.
where right after the procedure, I got on a horse and bareback horse rode around. I got strung up as a piñata with kids whacking me
Wow.
in the balls. It was really pretty spectacular.
Yeah. So
But
what-
yeah, so no kids. I've got a fiance. We're both animal lovers. We're waiting to get married until we buy land to open up our own
Yeah.
animal sanctuary. And it's exciting, you know.
And your feeling about the world
My
when
feeling-
you drive, you wake up now.
Well, my feeling about the world is that I feel very blessed to have citizenship in 3 different countries because my mom was born in Canada, my dad was born in America, and I was born in England. So I have 3 valid passports, and again, I'm pessimistic about the infrastructure, the economy, the debt of America, and I think that ultimately it's going to be a real benefit for me to be able to go to Canada. So
You're feeling you might want to go to Canada.
I'm-
So you're
I'm
you're
feeling
feeling
that
like because you're feeling like I need a break from America.
not necessarily a break, but to be able to pull the ripcord and
Don't
just,
pull your vasectomy cord though.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that.
Sam, was that funny or you trying to bring some comedy
you
into
can do
this
way
shit?
better.
He's very intense, dude.
Yeah.
It's intense shit,
He's
dude.
smarter than you.
Well, he's smarter than me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Poking holes in your
That's
whole
what's
shit
crazy.
right now.
Like people think you're like a nutball. You jump off of this, you hit that, and then like you're super intelligent. People see me, they're like, oh, he's a brain dead, and then they see me, he's brain dead. Like I'm just saying, fuck, I'm just brain dead, right?
Well, you're asking
Now
me
you're
about
pretty fucking
intense
dumb.
stuff.
I know, it's very
you
intense.
are asking me about intense stuff. I do want to set up a second place to live in Canada, and that would be where I would want to have an animal sanctuary.
Yeah, because you're kind of like a, from what I gather, you're kind of like a, you're the opposite of your kind of, I don't wanna say
Persona,
persona,
yeah.
you know, the persona of Steve-O. You're like, fuck, you know, and I'm sure people have you want to do crazy shit when you're, you know, out in public, they see you or on stage.
Right.
And how does that make you feel when they ask you to be the Steve-O guy versus who you really are?
You know,
There we
people
go.
don't really ask me to be or do too much, but what I get requests for more than anything is guys ask me to kick them in the balls.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
Bill, can you come out here? Come out here for a second. Bill, come here.
it's a real.
Bill, I know, you know, you would do anything for this podcast, correct?
Maybe.
What do you mean? You wouldn't?
Yes,
Well, you said you already kind of have a what?
I retired from not kicking, so
From-
you're off the hook, Bill.
Oh,
And
thank
plus,
you.
that's
Yeah.
good because what?
Because I would do anything for the podcast.
No, but you have what
Yeah.
down there?
Oh yeah, I have a little.
Yeah, he's fucked up anyways.
Yeah,
down
surgery,
there. Yeah, he's got a little thing happening.
Yeah.
Want to play
Okay.
the guitar for him just to
Oh,
switch
certainly.
it? Here.
All right.
Sorry. He's actually fucking genius, dude. He's like my Robbie
Thank you.
Krieger.
Thank you.
People call him Little Larry David.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you think?
Oh.
Play something.
Okay.
Play something. Wait, play some. He's getting married soon,
Oh, okay.
and you do weddings.
Oh, certainly.
So then, what do you
Certainly.
think we should do?
Oh well.
Here comes the bride, all dressed in white. La da da da. Say something to your girl. She's watching. What's her name? Say baby.
It's Lux.
Okay, Lux, baby.
Yeah.
Come on. Here. I love you. Da, 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 da.
Lux.
Heartfelt. Go.
I am so
In love.
thrilled about the idea of spending the rest of my life with you, and I know you know that.
going.
I know
Keep
you
going.
know that, baby.
Keep
But I
speaking
want
to
to
her.
tell you again, I love you, and I can't wait to marry you.
And not have kids with you because you got a
That's
vasectomy.
right, yeah. Because fuck kids.
But you got your animals.
Yeah, but we've got
We're
our
gonna go
animals.
away to Canada, you say?
Yeah, we want to go to Canada. It's gonna be
Just fucking, it's gonna be like a Doors movie.
right. That's right.
Right? It's just gonna be freedom.
It's gonna be like a Doors movie, any one of them.
Right. Okay, that's good, Bill. That's
right,
good. All right.
all right.
And now it's time for rant number 2, dude.
Let's do it.
Okay, come on. Is it cool, Sam? Sam, is it cool?
Yeah, it's good.
All right.
Fresh watermelon. Here. You gotta have a fresh watermelon. Here, eat it right to the camera.
All right.
Fresh. Nothing like fresh watermelon in the summertime. You love it? Fresh watermelon in the summertime.
All right.
We're eating fresh watermelon with Steve-O. We're at the Fourplex. We're back. I hope you guys at home are having a good time. All right, cut the music. Cut the music. Whew. So, wow, that's fucking good ass shit.
Yeah, really good ass shit.
But I just think that a lot of people, straight there, that's always you the whole time,
Right. Okay.
are watching us right now and going, fuck. There's fucking Steve-O,
Yeah.
wave to your friends, and there's fucking Pauly Shore. Once again, for the old school MTVers out there, there's Steve-O, wave,
Yep.
and there's fucking Pauly Shore. My 2 favorite guys from MTV. A little history for you guys. I was on MTV from 1990 to 96. And I had my show called Totally Pauly. Can you tell us about when you were on and what the name of your show was?
I was on MTV starting in year 2000.
Wow.
And it was a pretty short run.
Wow.
It's a pretty short run. We did 3 seasons of a show called Jackass, and then a few years later, I would be back on MTV with a show called Wild Boys.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
with Bam, right?
Now, Bam was doing another Jackass spin-off show called Viva La Bam.
Where's
And
Bam? Is that guy still alive?
he's still alive, yeah, and he's doing pretty well. Yeah, he's doing pretty well.
That's good. Here.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah, thanks,
See
dude.
it right here.
Yeah, there we
bro.
go. That's good. Yeah,
Fucking
cool.
good, bro.
Yeah, it's-
You gotta fucking feast with the wheeze when you're here, bro.
That's right.
Dude, eat that fucking watermelon right to the motherfucking summertime. We're selling watermelons right now. We're doing a
Good.
watermelon commercial.
Nice.
Those are people out there definitely buy Chiquita watermelons for the summertime. You can get them at Gelson's, Trader Joe's, Ralph's. And when you enjoy watermelon, it makes you feel like a kid. Steve-O, you want to tell them?
I feel like a kid anyway, but watermelon is just delicious.
It makes you feel like going on a slip and slide.
Yeah. Right.
I'm surprised he hasn't looked at his watch.
It hasn't alerted me to do so.
I think Sam's gonna fucking. I think Sam,
What?
I think you're gonna learn him to get the fuck out of here,
I've been
right?
texting him the whole time. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Bill, you gotta do what? Lock the doors.
Oh yeah, keep them in here.
Don't
All
let
right.
him fucking get out.
Okay, so we're talking about MTV.
MTV, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, MTV.
Tell me about your experience there. It was a big MTV. Was before the internet the biggest thing in the world.
It was pretty big, man. I remember when MTV came out, seeing Michael Jackson's Thriller on there. It was pretty new at that point. Ozzy Osbourne dressed up as a werewolf for Bark at the Moon. I mean, that was all really exciting stuff with the Dire Straits and just all this cool stuff. So then, of course, quite a few years later, all of a sudden I was on there. It was an
What the
exciting-
fuck was that like? How the fuck did you get on MTV? That was a big deal. What's up with your ear, dude? What happened to your fucking ear, bro?
You know, everybody wants to talk to me about what happened to my ear. I was with the UFC champion John
Show
Jones.
the people really quick.
Yeah, I was with the UFC champion John Jones trying to get cauliflower ear.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
So you were
great.
fighting a UFC guy?
He was hitting my ear with a hammer.
Because you're Steve-O and you can fucking handle that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So
That's
go on.
right.
Because you're a little, like, I'm pretty crusty right now. I'm 52.
Yeah.
Okay, but you seem pretty crusty, bro. I got to be honest. Like, you're like a little beat up.
Oh yeah, I just turned.
Not in a bad way, but I mean, your stunts and all that shit you did, like, it's taking a little toll or what?
A little bit, yeah. I just turned 46. I mean, I don't know what you want, but
But you did your body. Tell us about your body. You just said this fucking UFC guy was hitting your head, but on Jackass, you used to. I mean, come on, dude. You're fucking.
Yeah, we did some high impact stuff, man. But all things considered, I'm in reasonably pretty good shape for
Someone that what?
for someone who's beat themselves up so much.
Tell us all the things that you've done, because I heard when you go on stage, you walk on glass or eat fucking nails. Like, what the fuck, dude?
It's been some time since I really, did self-destructive things on tour. Back in the day, yeah, I used to break light bulbs over my head and slash my tongue and bleed everywhere and chew up and swallow broken glass.
Jesus Christ,
and,
bro.
Set myself on fire and all this crazy stuff. I'd have chicks throwing bras and panties onto the stage, and I'd staple them all over myself with a staple gun. I mean, really wild shit, man.
I know, dude.
I'd be barfing everywhere, and I'd have guys drinking my piss. It was something else, Pauly.
Jesus Christ, dude. And you look back on it now, what do you think?
I just think, man,
You were fucking wild, dude. You were Steve-O.
That's right, man. I was
You were like-
fucking wild, dude.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, and now
And you went to clown school and you just
Yeah.
developed this shit.
Right, went to clown school, and I've had a very unique.
Don't cry. Don't
I've had
cry.
a very unique and very special career and experience in life, and I love to celebrate that by looking back on it all and giving people a little glimpse into what it was like. And let me tell you what it was like being on MTV, Pauly.
Here, can you come over here? Because I think
Yeah.
people want to see us together. Since,
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Because this is history.
I'll
right
tell
here.
you what it was
Here,
like.
lean in a little because of the
Yeah.
light. Yeah, a little bit more.
Yeah.
A little more.
Now, you know,
Okay.
when I
So
was-
you tell them what it was like.
When I
Once
was-
again, you guys, you're coming in your pants. If you're MTV fans from back in the day, you got fucking Steve-O.
Yeah.
And you got Pauly Shore. You got Pauly Shore and Steve-O. We never really met before, except for at the Comedy Store. We know obviously
Right.
the same people,
Right.
but we never hung out. This is like a weird kind of dichotomy.
Right. I remember there was I think you were having maybe a birthday party in Miami in maybe 2006 at a
put
big
these on.
big fancy
The Forge.
big fancy seafood
The Forge,
joint.
right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh wow,
Those are prescription.
that's good. No, I can actually see better. I think I need glasses.
Yeah.
Okay,
But in any case,
So go on.
yeah, you were living it up, man. You were living it up, and I was psyched to see you that time.
Yeah, because I've always been a fan of your stuff. I love Johnny Knoxville. I love your whole crew.
Yeah.
So that shit was tight because you
Yeah,
guys
thanks,
you
man.
guys rolled in right after the Wheeze.
Yeah, that was pretty badass.
I mean, you guys fucking you
Kind of
guys.
like on MTV, we rolled in right after the Wheeze.
The what? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We rolled in.
Yeah, you rolled in hard.
We rolled in real fucking hard.
Yeah.
And we rolled in for cheap.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know about you, but I
didn't make any money
Yeah,
either.
MTV didn't like paying anybody anything.
I like that they didn't pay us though. I thought it was kind of cool. What'd
yeah.
you get paid?
I got paid per stunt.
No.
Yeah, $500.
Jesus,
If
that's
it
like
was-
worse than porn.
I know. If it was dangerous. If it was a dangerous stunt, I got $500. If it wasn't a dangerous stunt, I got $200. Wow. Whole first
And you
season.
were like a little monkey for them.
Yeah, the whole first season, I made less than $1,500 after taxes. Fuck. And I didn't care too much because I thought, they're fucking making a monster out of me. I'm gonna be kind of famous out of this, and I'm gonna break out of the lab and make money for myself. So I launched that tour where I was doing all that fucked up shit. that was right out of the gate, man.
Does this feel like kind of like therapy for you, being with me right now, a little bit?
Yeah, sure, man.
No,
sure.
that's cool.
I mean, when I was doing all that stuff, chewing all that glass and all the fucking bleeding everywhere and guys drinking my piss, that started in 2001.
Hey, Bill, I think it's time for you to drink Steve-O's piss.
Oh, okay, be right there.
No, you don't have to go on. So that was 2001?
Well, the show came out in 2000. It was October 2000 to be specific. And
what was the day, Monday?
I think it was Sunday night.
I like that, yeah.
Sunday night. And then come January of 2001, March of 2001, I had launched this fucking tour.
Wow.
And that was where it was at, man. I did my shit on my own, you know?
Yeah.
And where Jackass has gone, dormant, you know, like where we haven't been doing stuff. Steve-O's never stopped, man. Steve-O's never stopped. I keep that fire burning.
Yeah. You're kind of like a little bit of cross between Carrot Top, Gallagher, a little bit, like, who else? Like maybe like, what's the lead singer of Black Flag?
Henry Rollins.
You know, right? Like that, like Little Punk.
A little bit of elements of all of that.
Because Gallagher's genius, dude, with his fucking
Sure.
shit from back in the day. And Carrot Top actually is fucking awesome.
I think Carrot Top is pretty
fucking
dope.
hilarious, dude.
I'm gonna give him a little bit of Houdini, a little bit of Evil Knievel.
What, bud?
Let's go Houdini.
Oh, a little Houdini
Yeah.
shit? Yeah.
Right.
So your
A
experience...
little bit of Evil Knievel.
That's right.
Yeah.
Knievel.
It's
How about
fucking
that?
sick.
No offense to Carrot Top. I'm sure he's nice.
Yeah. So your experience for MTV, now you're supposed to ask me my experience, and I'm
Right. I mean, like, they got you started, man. They created a monster, too, with you.
Yeah. So for me, when I got on MTV, do you remember watching me, or?
I mean, vaguely. We're like,
I was like a gay surfer guy.
Yeah. I remember your big hair.
Yeah.
You know, but of course I remember you better from your blockbuster hit movies.
Oh yeah. So MTV for me I was kind of like a West Coast version of what was happening. They were very East Coast.
Yeah.
You know, MTV was very East Coast. So I was the person that actually started West Coast MTV. There was no West Coast MTV until Pauly Shore's show, Totally Pauly, hit on June 3rd, 1990, and it went for 6 seasons. And it was on every day from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, right before Yo MTV Raps. So no, it was fucking, you know, MTV was, it was the best. It was the best.
Trade you back.
No, you could stay right there. You got your glasses?
My glasses back, yeah. Dude.
Here.
This is brand
I always
new.
like to, I think club soda's good. You know, it's good for people. It's good for, good for the gusto. But no, MTV for me was like heaven, because not only were the babes there, but I was so into music, because I grew up on the Sunset Strip. I grew up at the store. I grew up at the Roxy, the Whiskey, the Rainbow. So, you know, Guns N' Roses, you know, Motley Crue, Billy Idol, who I saw at the fucking Roxy, you know, back in the day. My best concert that I ever saw to this day was fucking the English Beat opening for The Clash at the fucking Hollywood Palladium. So I was so obsessed with music. Are you rolling a joint? What are you doing, bro?
I'm not rolling a joint, man.
Fuck, I thought that would be cool if we just started smoking a joint. Do you smoke weed, or?
I have not smoked weed for over 12 years, man.
Jesus Christ. Bill, I guess we're not going to give him those fucking drugs I said I was going to give him.
I guess not, no.
But no, my point is that I was so stoked to be on MTV because I was actually more obsessed with music than I was with comedy. No, I was, it felt like Willy Wonka. You know, I felt like I was a kid that got the golden ticket. You know, I felt like, you know, the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah.
You know, I got to go to the Playboy Mansion. I got to fucking hold an MTV microphone.
Yeah.
You know, when you held an MTV microphone, immediately you felt cool.
Yeah.
And I felt cool. So it was like, but yeah, there were babes. You know, we used to go to the Tropicana down here, and there used to be mud wrestling. And we used to see fucking Nikki Sixx down there, and Ricky Rackman, all those guys, you know. But yeah, it was, you know, it was.
I mean, that launched you into a huge movie career.
Yeah, yeah, and then your stuff also, your MTV show launched you into the Jackass, which was with 20th Century Fox.
Paramount
Pictures was that. And that was a big deal to go from fucking right to go from fucking MTV into feature films.
Right. Yeah. I was just like a deer in headlights, man. It was just so much to take in.
Yeah.
It was exciting, and I just did a lot of drugs, man.
Yeah, because you're sober now.
I'm sober now. Yeah, I was doing a lot of drugs though back in those movie days.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a hole going through the little wall in my nose.
Yeah. From
snorting coke.
Bill?
Oh, yeah.
From doing a lot of coke, huh?
Yeah, I did a lot of coke. You weren't ever too into getting fucked up, huh?
No, I didn't get that fucked up. No, you know what it was? It was my dad was an alcoholic, so he'd been sober, like you're sober.
Yeah.
And I grew up around in Beverly Hills. I went to Beverly Hills High School, so I was around a lot of kids that were doing drugs. I grew up at the store. I saw Sam and Richard and all these different comedians, Robin Williams, do all these drugs, and I just kind of like always I took I took from them what I wanted to, and then I also took from them what I didn't want. And what I didn't really like is when they were doing a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
And I think that
you liked it when they were just doing a little
bit of drugs. Yeah, and I did a little bit of drugs too.
Okay.
Of course, absolutely. Yeah. I absolutely did a little drugs, but
with Motley Crue, did you ever do any drugs?
No. I partied with them, but it wasn't like excess. Sam Kinison was the person that like Corey Feldman did a lot of drugs with Sam Kinison.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he did a lot of drugs, but Sam Kinison, he was the kind of guy that would do so much drugs, and then you would try to leave the party, and then when he would see you try to leave, he'd block the door.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, party goalie, oh, and he wouldn't leave. He had the worst breath. Like, so for instance, do I have bad breath right now? Yeah, you don't have bad breath either. But with Sam, his breath was so bad, we'd be talking to each other, and then I'd have to be like holding in my breath, like,
Like he would have that bacteria.
Oh my God, dude.
Like when people don't floss.
Yes, when their shit's all caked and shit like that. So, but all in all, I was very happy to be on MTV, and I was stoked that it turned into what it turned into, and I was happy to see you and your guys have that run.
You ever hang out with Tom Green?
Yeah, me and Tom are close friends.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart. He came in, I think, after you guys, or right before you guys. Yeah.
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 He really kind of lubed it all up for us to really penetrate.
Yeah. And on that note, it's time for rant number what, Bill?
Rant number 3, dude.
3, dudes.
All right. All right, here we go.
What do you think? So here, step right here.
All right, I think we're doing great.
So, all right, cut the music. So, Guest House, the movie.
Right.
That's what we want to rant about right now.
Right.
Guest House, the movie, is a movie that I did, you did, that our friend in the closet right there, excuse me, Sam Macaroni directed.
Correct.
And we're gonna wrap it up with this Guest House, the movie stuff. So,
right.
Tell us about that experience and what that was like for you.
I can't say enough about Sam Macaroni. Just how much I love this guy.
It's a funny name, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Macaroni. Wave Sam in there because he's the director of the film.
So, I've got this project, and I'm sure that by the time this comes out, it'll be available at stevo.com. It's called Gnarly, and what it is a comedy special, except where I'm telling the stories as my stand-up routine. The footage of the stories actually happening is edited into the stand-up. So it's a multimedia stand-up comedy special.
Holy shit.
It's wildly fucking explicit and inappropriate.
Does that mean you're naked in it, or?
That's why it has to be released on stevo.com, because it's too fucked up to go anywhere. So,
oh my God.
Now, the executive producers
Beavis and Butthead?
Other than myself,
Right.
right? The executive producers are Sam Macaroni and my bro Scott Randolph.
Scott Randolph is one of the executive producers?
Yeah.
Wow,
He's
Scott. What's up, bro?
He's a good dude.
He's a good dude.
Yeah,
so tell us about Gnarly.
Oh man, it's so fucking. I got
That's
the whole.
a hilarious title.
Thank you. I got the whole Jackass cast together. For the first time since we lost Ryan Dunn, which it's a big deal. They all duct taped me to the side of a billboard truck and whacked baseballs at me, and then they drove me down the highway, duct taped to the side of a truck to get me to the theater where I performed the show.
Fuck.
And I swallowed an actual load of my buddy's cum, like the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You've done that for me before.
Oh, of course.
So you actually swallowed some guy's
I
cum
swallowed some guy's cum.
in real life.
In real life.
Holy fuck,
That's where
dude.
the bar is at. I got my worst injury that's ever happened to me.
And this isn't Gnarly.
It's a gnarly, yeah.
Fuck.
I got skin grafts on 15% of my body. It was so fucking gnarly.
What's a skin graft?
It's when you get burned so bad that they gotta, put on patches of skin to replace all the shit that's missing.
You're definitely not Jewish, right?
No, I'm not Jewish. No.
Yeah, because Jews couldn't do that to their skin.
Well,
They have foreskin, but they couldn't do that to their skin.
yeah, I'll tell you, when you get burned bad enough, nobody gives a fuck if they're
Jewish, isn't it?
nothing's getting in the way of. I'm telling you, man.
Wow.
That operation fixed me.
Fuck. All right, here, let's cruise
Yeah.
in here.
So hold on. I'm
Yeah,
not
no,
done.
we're going to tell it right here. We can finish. No, we
you
keep
tell it
going.
right here. We
don't
keep
stop.
going.
That's
Oh,
what's
we
good.
never stop.
No, we don't stop. We're ranting. We just keep going.
If we're
Play the
walking-
music, and then we're going to dance a little, and then we're going to finish up. Here, hold up with Gigi. Cut. No, this is good that you're like Elton John. So go
Yeah.
on. So the skin
Okay.
graft, keep going.
Yeah. So anyway, it's a super gnarly project. You
Keep
can check it
talking
out.
straight to this camera.
You can check it out at stevo.com. I mean, get on over there and see just the trailer for it. It's fucking crazy. And
And it's on there right now.
well, by the time this comes out, I'd say yeah, it probably damn will be.
That's fucking awesome.
And it was, clearly.
And
And clearly an incredible project with the help of Sam Macaroni, who is
Goddamn right.
also the director of Guest House. Now, Guest House, this is a fucking real big deal for Sam Macaroni. He wrote this script, and he knew it was a winner. So then he went out and he told people about this damn script, and Lionsgate said, motherfucker, we're in. And so then he says, okay, well, who's going to be in this? And part of the story is a big part of the story is this guy rents out a guest house, but he ends up being like the biggest nightmare that these people ever dealt with. I mean, this is like you get this guy living in your guest house, and he's just turning your life upside down. He's fucking making everything go crazy, and the guy that they got to play that role was you.
Play the music, Richie. Play the music. Don't stop. I fucking say stop. Okay, cut. Sam, tell us about the movie really quick from there straight to these guys.
I think Steve-O literally just said it perfectly. So yeah, that guy we got was you, and you're pretty goddamn funny.
Ah, man, and when that guy sucks your dick, it's
Does your microphone work? Where's your microphone? Here, come here, Sam. Come out here. You could be on the center mic with us. Come here.
yeah.
Wait, you
Come
have
here.
another microphone? You can afford
No, you don't need
more?
that. Leave that, because that'll fuck up. Here.
Yeah.
Sam, grab that. Come here.
that's
Get
a-
right there, please.
Wow, it's nice out
Yeah,
here.
come here, please.
Fucking
Get
hot
in.
inside
Don't
of
be
that.
You're
resistant.
looking good.
They
You're
didn't know if you're
great.
I mean,
resistant.
what
So make
really-
sure you're on the 3 shot. Don't fuck around. No, get into it.
What really
Wait,
made
who-
the movie
what
was
are we
when
doing
that
here?
guy sucked your dick.
That was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
great scene.
Yeah.
That was a really good scene.
So no, seriously, you guys, we have a movie. Us 3 have a movie
Yeah.
that we're very, very proud of. Thank you for putting me in. I love you, bro.
And it doesn't come
Thank
out
you.
until September, so I don't know why we're here.
Yeah.
Well,
But at least people can go to stevo.com and check out Gnarly.
check out Gnarly, which
our incredible
honestly
work
is amazing.
So that's
no
what's
one
come-
will let him air it. He's airing it himself, and it will be spoken about for the end of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Really
That's
pushing the
it.
boundaries, man.
So Guest House comes out in September. And can you tell us about the movie and how you discovered me and how you called me up to be the cop and all that stuff?
I spoke with somebody at Lionsgate, and they were like, "You got to put Pauly Shore in your movie," and I was like, "Cool." And they said, "Give him a line." And it was a cop or something. I said, "Cool." So I called him up, and I was like, "Holy shit!" I remember the day because I was with Jesse Owens. We were shooting a sketch, and I said, "I'm gonna go call Pauly Shore right now," and he was like, "Sweet." And I called you, and you sounded cool and humble and nice.
And Pauly said, I read the script, and that scene where the guy sucks my dick.
I am so No. I talked to him. He was really cool, and I was like trying to cast the lead, and I hung up, and I was like, "That's fucking Pauly Shore."
Yeah.
Like, why doesn't he play the lead? And I called you up, and I said, "Do you want to play the lead?" And he thought I was joking, and he read it, and
He killed it.
He fucking killed it.
Yeah.
He
So,
really did.
so here's the deal, you guys. So the thing that's fucked up about the movie
He's in the
is
closet.
you guys straight away. Just go straight away.
All right.
Just
yeah.
play it. You guys are the stars. I'm sitting in here. It's
Right.
good.
You
I just came from
fucking-
Oklahoma. I probably don't have it.
Oh no.
Oh, that's right. He was just in a fucking full capacity, sold out comedy club in fucking Oklahoma.
Which means we were in a full capacity, sold out comedy club.
Hey, if I have it, you have it. We'll all have it. It's good.
I came here. I was clean.
Yeah, I know. Where did you get your test? Now I gotta.
At a Hollywood Urgent Care.
We're going right there after this. All right, what do you want to talk about?
So
Gosh, goddamn,
Sam, so straight to camera. Don't look over here. You're the star. Get
All right,
close.
you were great. Pauly Shore was great. The movie's called Guest House with Billy Zane. I wrote it with Sean Bishop, Troy Duffy of Boondock Saints
Yep.
fame.
Bobby
Love him,
Lee's
hate
in
him.
it. He's great.
Whatever. Bobby Lee,
There's
Steve-O
all
stars,
there's all kinds of nudity.
Amy Teagarden.
The thing that's weird about the movie to me is everyone's seen it except me, the star of the movie. When do I get to fucking see this thing?
We're not gonna let you watch it.
I can never. That's like that's all of a sudden we're on Punk'd on MTV.
Yeah, there's
Where
no
Pauly
movie.
Shore's there
There's
is no
absolutely
fucking
no
movie.
This is entirely a joke.
Okay,
All right,
play the
here we
music,
go.
the slow music. Here we go. All right. So, oh wow, that was good.
It's gonna look really cool when I get it.
Don't do fucking stunts in here, dude.
God.
So, anyways, I want to thank Steve-O for coming on my show.
Yeah. Thanks for
Getting a little
having me,
bit
Pauly.
closer. Hopefully you didn't get the Coronzies. I don't think I gave it to you.
Oh!
So I want to thank you so much for coming here. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
It's good to get to know you, kinda.
Likewise.
You know, and I hope
Likewise.
everything works out for you in Canada and you're beautiful.
Thank you.
What's your soon-to-be wife's name?
Lux.
Lux. Thank you
Lux.
for letting Steve-O come over.
Yeah.
And you guys are not gonna have kids, but you got animals. And
Yeah.
you're gonna tour all over.
Yeah.
And is there anything that you want to say inspirational to the people that are watching? A little, you know, because people look up to us and they want to hear a little bit of oomph. You know, help people. Like, give them some inspiration.
You
Heartfelt.
know, when the chips are down and life just looks like it sucks. Xanax.
Xanax. Xanax. And on that note, check them out. Tell us your social media platforms.
I'm at Steve-O on all of them.
Steve-O, Richie, come on, we gotta go. Lisa, you guys hit it.
Bill G. DiGiulio Music on YouTube.
All right.
I'm at stevo.com.
And then Dave.
At DMB Imagery on Instagram, guys.
And
Thanks.
I'm at Pauly Shore. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
All right,
Peace out,
brother.
bros.
Right on.
Later, dogs.
Yeah, I think that was pretty great.
That was cool, yeah.
Yeah, super
That
cool.
was fun.